Hey guys, Eerie is here and welcome along to another live stream. How are you doing, guys? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good to see ya. Good to see you. It's not morning, it's afternoon. I hope you're well. Happy afternoon, everybody. Happy weekend as well. Thank you all for tuning to join me and not forgetting me. It is 13:49 here on the 15th of August 2026. 'Tis the weekend. We have an echo. I don't know how to stop it. Has it stopped now? Should have stopped now. We're good. Thank you. Is the echo okay now? Or are we good? Sorted. Course it's sorted. What is this, amateur hour? We know what we're doing here. Well, actually, no, I've forgotten. It's only been a week. But guys, thank you for choosing to join me. Because as I look to my left, it is an absolutely scorching day. Another scorching day here in Guildford and Surrey, UK. But as always, guys, regardless of the weather, it's a beautiful day to hang out with you guys and do some sim racing. So coffee's at the ready because we're about to embark on something that we've never done before. And it is our first ever Gran Turismo Watchalong. Oh! Cheers, everyone. I'm actually going to have to close this because I'm absolutely scorching. I am scorching in here. Despite it being on 16, it's absolutely scorching. So while I do that, just hold fire a moment. Let me then tell you about the plan. So the plan, because it's the first time that we're ever doing this, so let me explain. So we are going to watch both shows of round 2 of the Gran Turismo World Series. Now, they had round 1. Oh, no, they were supposed to have round 1 in Abu Dhabi. I was actually supposed to go as well. But then things went a little bit pear-shaped, as many of you know, and they cancelled that, which I think was the right move. You can't be putting people in danger for stuff like that. So they cancelled that, and then they made Milan, which was supposed to be round number 2, round number 1. Okay? So they've done that. And then it's just thrown everything into a bit of turmoil, and the opportunity was there for them to then hold round 3 at their base at Polyphony's base in Tokyo. So we are going to be watching 2 pre-recorded. So they're going out as live. Nobody knows the results other than the people who were there and the drivers, obviously. But we're going to watch them together. First up, the Manufacturers' Cup in 7 minutes and 50 seconds, I do believe. There might be a countdown with it as well, but that's okay. We haven't seen you for a little while, so it'd be good to have a chat. And then we're going to watch the Nations afterwards. And I've loaded everything up. So I'll take you over. 1 second. Here we are. There we go. And I've even got this cheeky little PC thing. So it's pre-recorded in terms of like it's already happened. The event has already happened. How you doing, Hoggy? How you doing, everybody, by the way? So the event's already happened, but we're going to sit here and watch it together, which should be quite good. I don't know. Does it look all right on this? It should look fine. In the top left or top right, it should say the stream is starting in 7 minutes. So we get to chill and watch that. And then we're just going to watch it all together. I'm actually quite excited because I don't know about you, but I find sometimes the chat in the Gran Turismo one just goes a little bit crazy. I can't keep up. So it'd be cool just to do this. Plus Gran Turismo asked me to do it. And when Gran Turismo ask, you say, okay. Right, so that's just what you do. So I wasn't sure whether I would have done it, but then they asked me to do it, and I was like, yeah, absolutely. They've looked after me more than you can imagine. They have given me with this game a life I could never imagine. So we're going in. Here we go. Perfect. How's this? Are we good? I think we're okay, aren't we? Is this okay? I hope this is okay. Can you hear it okay? This is my first ever watch along, so I need for you guys to let me know. It is live, so there's nothing I can do about it, really. 4K. Yeah, 4K. Let's pop that sucker in 4K. And here we go. I think they've got double sound, though. Hang on. I think they've got it. Humble Tracker, how are you, mate? It's been a little while. How are you, buddy? Cheers and all best wishes. Enjoy the show. Guys, will you please chuck up my money bags for Humble Tracker? Thank you so much. You absolutely... I thought we lost you. How are you, mate? Let's go. I think they might have a dual screen, you know. One sec. I think they've got a dual one. I don't think it is dual. Is it dual? I don't think it's me. How you doing there, Ramboy? Right, let me have a look. I reckon they had an issue their end. Right. How's the sound, by the way? Feels super loud to me. How do I turn this down? It feels super loud. How's it for you guys? Is the sound all right? Are we okay? Sound is clear. Is all good. Right. So this is it. It's going to get started in 5 minutes. And we're just going to chill. We're going to have our coffee. Put our feet up. And I'm going to enjoy this. I normally watch it by myself. But I'm going to watch it with you guys this time. And I'm going to thoroughly enjoy it. 5 minutes. 2 are underway. I had my first delivery of Holy yesterday. Got the lemon hydration. Fantastic. Did Rory sent me. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. You want it up a bit? We can do that. You just let me know. You just let me know. By the way, guys, I also want to say thank you for a massive 453,917 subscribers. Absolutely incredible. Thank you so much. Also, guys, if you could hit that like button, I'd love to get to, well, even 1,000 today. I don't know how many we're doing, but if you could do, that would be absolutely wonderful. Exclamation mark holy, of course. Got me holy bottle water down here. Me holy water is down here. 10% off you want Rory sent me with that. And also we've got Y food being refrigerated, ready to go. Let's go. Let's go. I need to turn this down. How do I do this? Nah, we want full blast here. Come here, you. Put it on full blast. Let's go. Yeah, bit too warm up here with all this going on. Can you drive in any view, or do you want all fixed? I would like in car camera. I prefer in car camera personally. But have you guys ever done a watch along? I have literally never ever done a watch along. Ever. I've watched a watch along, but I have never hosted a watch along. No? Oh, Hoggy has. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed the LMU video. Oh, guys, also, while you're there, can you give me a yay or a nay? Did you enjoy the LMU video? Did you enjoy that? I hope you did. Oh, what we can also do, we can do a little impromptu yay or nay as well with some other stuff. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it, guys. How hilarious, right? How hilarious. Won it from last. Oh, dear. How you doing, Dan? How are you, mate? First stream, lovely stuff. The sound on the main stream is normal. Don't know why it's doubling up. Oh, thank you for the 200 joules, by the way, as well. I mean, I don't... What do you reckon here? One sec. Let me check something. Let me pop me back on. Let's see if I can fix something. Mugabulio! Thank you, mate! What is going on here? I am getting double. Why am I getting double? How about... Can you still hear it? How's it now if I do this? How is it now? Is that better? Clean! Right, sounds right. Okay. Hopefully, I don't know why it's done that. No, I've got no idea why it's done that. Hopefully it's at least like on the right setting. I don't know. We were talking about something, weren't we? Cool, sounds great. Good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this because normally... How you doing, J-Dub, mate? Good to see ya. Normally, I don't... Normally, I don't watch this with anyone else. Normally, I don't watch this... Well, to be fair, actually, normally, I'm there watching it. So it would be good to... it will be really, really good to sit here and watch it with you guys. So for those that don't know, these are the top dogs. These guys. These guys are the top dogs here. So yeah. Top dogs. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. I'm looking forward to it. Let's go. 30 seconds till it kicks off. I should be there racing. I am nowhere near quick enough, mate. Oh, hang on. What's going on? Oh. Let's see if this works. Why am I behind? Why am I behind? Mugbulio, thank you for the 10! Right, what we need to do here, I need to work out why... Mugbulio, thank you, mate! 1 second. Hang on.
Gran Turismo fans,
Ah!
welcome to Tokyo.
Ah!
We're going to be back here in December.
It hurts! Hang on.
Now is round 2 of the Manufacturers' Cup of the Gran
Oh,
Turismo
there we go.
Series.
Oh!
Porsche are leading the way after round 1 in Milan.
Crikey.
But Ferrari and
Right,
MG
is that okay?
very close behind. We're going to jump over now to the Polyphony Digital Studios,
Are we
the
okay?
home of Gran Turismo, to find out how the 12 Asia Oceania drivers are going to do. It's round 2 of the Manufacturers' Cup. Let's go, baby.
Right, you need more sound. Okay.
Welcome along to the second round of the Gran Turismo World
How's that?
Series in 2026. Earlier this
Okay.
year, we kicked things off in Milan in May, and now we go racing once again for round 2 happening in Tokyo.
Should be louder. Tell me when. Well, hopefully this is all right. Seems quite quiet, doesn't it? You're screaming, they're not. All right. It's gone down 2 notches lower. Buenas noches. Right. Oh, it's coming back up. Hang on.
Yes. Hello and welcome. We are here at Polyphony
Right,
Digital.
here we go.
Genki desu ka?
I love
so
this music.
fun having all of the team behind the game here. It's actually pretty cool. Honestly, the office here in Tokyo is
Are
one
we all
of the
good?
coolest
Sound
offices
okay?
I've ever been to. Not that you're probably going to see it because it is all about
Can
the
you give
racing.
me a yay or
but
a nay?
if
Are
you
we
do
good?
happen to win, one of the Gran Turismo World Series, you do obviously get, your prize, but also you get to put your name above the bar here, which I feel is at least definitely high on everyone's list, I'm sure. PDI, are we ready for some racing? Yeah?
Who got
Okay.
Guy?
How
Kai there,
excited are you
Valerio.
on a scale of 1 to 10?
1,000 for me.
1,000.
That's pretty high. You guys better drive well wherever they are. Well, we're so excited to bring you the Manufacturers' Cup today. But before we get into all that, we do have a very, very special video from Mazda.
Oh yeah, we should get an update on something like this. Let's go. What's going on? Mazda Spirit Racing. What we getting?
皆さんこんにちは。松田の前田です。
On 1 to 10, how excited am
コン
I?
セプトがグランツーリ
1,000.
スモに収録され
And
てか
one.
ら約6年が
1,001.
経ち
One
ま
more
した。
than that guy. I
そ
wonder
の
who he is. I
間、
hope
グ
he's
ラ
not
ンツー
that
リ
guy
スモ
who
ワールドシリーズで
oh
は、
no, I
毎
hope he's
年
not the guy
松田
who
代表の選手た
designed
ち
the
が
Vision
この車
GT,
で走ってくれていま
the
す。
Citroen one. Oh no.
また世界中で40万人以上の方にこの車を使っていただいています。
Yeah, getting
私その
an update
姿を
on
見なが
the
ら
1st
ず
of
っと
September.
心の中にあったのが、
Lovely.
この RX ビジョン、もっとレーシングカーとして進化させることができないかという思いでした。
I never get to watch this, so
RX
it's
ビジョ
really
ンが
cool
持つ
just hanging out with you
美
guys
し
and
さや
watching it.
存在感、
Thank you,
それは
Deboshi, for
絶対に壊したく
subscribing
ない。
as well. It feels
そ
a
の
little
上
bit.
で
It does
マ
feel
シ
a
ンの
little
進
bit
化を
wrong
描く
though.
こと、
It feels like
検
I'm
討を
ripping
始
off
め
Gran
ると、
Turismo, but they did
マ
ask
ツダ
me,
のデザイ
so
ンメ
it's
ンバー
okay.
からは
We can do
い
this.
ろいろなアイデアが出てきました。それをポリフォニー
Are
デ
you
ジ
not
タ
a
ルの
fan,
皆さんと共同
You're
で
not a fan.
細部まで妥協せず一緒
I wonder
に
what's
作り込んでいきました。この競争の機会を提供していただき、心か
Craig,
ら
thank
感
you for
謝
the
していま
10
す。
gold jewels, by the way, mate.
そしてこの度、マツダ RX ビジョン GT3 エボとしてグ
Oh,
ランツーリスモへの収
it's
録
now been
が
confirmed
決
that
定しまし
Mazda
た。
RX
プレイヤーの
Vision
皆さん、
GT3 Evo.
ぜひ期待して、
So we're getting a
楽し
new
みに待っていて
Mazda
くださ
by
い。
the looks.
そしてぜひこの進化した RX ビジョンを自分の手で走らせてみてください。よろしくお願いいたします。
Ah, so a new GT3 car.
Well,
Give me a
what a
yay or a
special car
nay,
to be coming
right?
to Gran Turismo
Here it is.
7, Jimmy,
Give me a
the
yay
first
or a nay. Do you
ever
think this is going to be the new
GT
meta car?
Yeah, I think it just shows the parallels that Gran Turismo has to the full metal racing as well. I mean, there's Evos, of course, the BMW Evo M4 as well, Evos in the Mercedes, and now, of course, in Gran Turismo, the first ever Vision GT3 Evo car. Very, very exciting.
When's it coming? Well, a new GT3 car, you can't argue with it, can you? How many years were we
Now,
in?
Gran
Four
Turismo
years?
World Series superfans might remember my next guess from the Amsterdam Showdown, driving for Mazda.
Tell you who's the
many,
real
many
hero.
Years ago, but is now
See that
actually
guy two
working
to the
for
left
Mazda.
of Julia?
Please give a big,
My
huge
word,
PDI
this man
and
is a
Gran Turismo
machine.
World
Watch,
Series welcome
he's the
to
translator.
Shikara.
He's just written down what she said. He's going to translate it to him. He's going to say something to her. He's going to translate it back.
Welcome. So lovely
He's
to
a
have
beast.
you here. So maybe we can start with, what's your role been with this car?
今回この車の開発にどういうふうに関われたんですか。
はい、私自身デジタルモデラーといった職種であるんですけども、
I
今
mean,
回は
just
コンセプトの企画、そしてデザイン検討、さらに 3D での制作まで幅広く携わらせていただきました。
Can we listen for a
今回
moment to what they're
のプロ
saying?
ジェ
Do
ク
you want me
トに
to
おいて
shout
特
up?
に
Is
大
that
き
what
か
you
った
mean,
の
Rory?
が
I
グラ
don't
ンツー
know.
リ
Is
ス
that
モの
what
プ
you
レイヤー
do?
としての経験
With
で
the
した。
Watchalong? I just sit here in
ユーザーが
silence
何に期待しているのか、
and
そして
you
どういっ
watch
たと
me
ころに魅
watching
力を
them.
感じるのか、そういったところをチーム内で共有しながら より多くの皆様に楽しんでいただける一台を目指して開発を進
No,
めま
not
し
the
た。
720S yet, Hoggy.
Yeah, so I am a digital modeler. That's my job at Mazda. But I was actually able to be involved in the concept design in pretty much almost all areas of development, from concept planning to
Will it be a
design evaluation and
midstream
creation of the
banana
3D
break?
data.
Oh, Barry, there might be.
So it was
Oh, there
great
might be.
that I was able to apply my knowledge as a player. I think that was the biggest part of this project.
Hey, did
I
Z?
shared the key points that users all desire for the car with all the team members.
I've
and
completely
worked
missed
to
what
make
they're
this
talking about.
a
I
car
failed
that
at the
as
Watchalong.
many people as possible would fall in love with.
What would you say are some of the key design points of this car?
この車の主要のデザイン要
Did
素
he
はどういった
design
と
the
ころにあると
Mazda?
思いま
Is
す
this what we're saying?
はい、今回のデザインテーマは速さ、美しさへの渇望でした。
I've missed it.
レーシングカーとしての進化を表現するために、戦うマシンが持つリリースさであったり美しさといった要素をさらに強化しました。
Putting the translator hard work. Yeah, they're quite long answers, aren't they?
後方から見た際の存在感といったところもさらに強化しています。
So one of the main focuses in the design of this car at this time was really
I
the
would like to
speed
see
and the
the more-
desire
the more
for speed.
Beamers. I would definitely want to see the
we
M4.
really worked to
That'd be cool.
reinforce the stoicism and the beauty of the car so that it really has a presence when you look at the
told you,
car
this
in the
guy is an
rearview mirror
absolute-
or if you're chasing the car
Absolute
from
gangster.
behind.
Like, he's been doing this all
And
the
what
time.
kind of
Like,
parts
he's
did you
just,
sort of
just a beast.
personally focus on yourself? What were your kind of your main focuses?
個人的にすごくフォーカスを当てていた部分というのはどういったところでしょうか。
はい、私自身最もこだわったのが
Hang on.
リアリティ、そして
Got some
ロマ
voice
ンの
throwing,
追求です。
What's going on here?
フロント、サイド、リアそれぞれのバランスを見直して、特にロア周りを中心に空力の詳細を最大限アップデートしました。そして私自身何よりレーシングカーはロマンあふれるものであってほしいと常に思いながら開発を進めていました。そのため車の随所にユーザーの皆さんが目を留めていただけるような遊び心のある要素をたくさん盛り込んでいます。ぜひ実際に見つけて楽しんでいただけると嬉しいです。
Yeah, so
Is it
personally, I really focused on the reality of the car and to give it that romantic allure. We really worked on the aerodynamic processes all the way around the car. And we really wanted
All right,
to have
PC,
that
is it a bit
romantic
weird?
allure so that people will stop and look at it and really notice the different elements that I poured into this car. There's a lot of things that I want people to notice about the car.
Okay, do we win a prize if we notice? Right, just kidding. So, what was your experience like? You know, making
Is there
this car,
lag
but
on
sort
their
of
stream?
specifically,
Or
you
is
know,
it
for Gran
just on
Turismo?
mine?
じゃあグランツーリスモ専用にこういった車を作るというのはどういった体験でしたか。
そうですね、もう僕自身未知の領域でもう非常にワクワクしながら開発を進めていた記憶があります。
Yeah, I mean, for me, this was unknown ground. It was
Is there one all right?
stepping into a new world.
Or is it
for
just
me.
mine?
And one slightly more personal question from me, which was, you know, being a Gran Turismo player, did you ever think
might have to
it
have a
was
look at
going to
this.
lead to having a super cool job at Mazda? You probably don't think about that, right?
そうさ
Let's
こ
have
れ
a look.
GT のプレイヤーとして始まっていつかこういったマツダの仕事にまでつながると
Yeah, I
想
did-
像したことはありま
I did
したでしょうか。
いえ、全く想像して
I'm
いま
sure
せんで
theirs
した
will be fine.
Yeah, I had not imagined such a thing at all.
See, this is why everyone should be allowed to play video games all the time. See? It's good, it's good. Well, thank you so much for talking to us. The car looks amazing, and I'm sure everyone's going to be so excited to play it in-game very, very soon. So let's give them a big round of applause, please.
Hang on one sec.
Super
No,
cool.
theirs is all right.
Dream job. I
What's going
suppose
on
we
with mine,
probably
then?
should get on with a bit of racing. Do you want to meet
I
some
want
of
some
our drivers
racing,
for
but I
today?
want
What do
it
we think?
in good
Yeah, you want
time.
to meet the drivers? Let's meet them.
Oh, God.
Well, so wonderful there to hear from Ryu-san. Now time then to meet
Drivers
our
for
drivers
today,
who'll be
what do we think?
competing in the
Yeah, you wanna meet the
Manufacturers
drivers?
Cup. Up first of all, drive. He returns to the GT World Series after
Ryu-san.
now time then to
I'm getting
make
double
his way
tongue.
to be
Is
competing
anyone else
in
getting
the
double tongue?
Manufacturers Cup. Up first of all, driving for Lamborghini is Japan's Yuki Kadaka. He returns to the GT World Series after a 3-year process as he makes his way on Manufacturers Champions.
What's going on now? Oh, for crying out loud. Bear with me. I literally sorted this.
Competition.
Well, that should be fine, but are you getting double?
26 years old, a 5-time GT World Series starter. Toyota languishing somewhat in the standings though after the opening round of the season, down in 10th place overall. Kenta Morimoto, 26 years old, a 5-time GT World Series starter.
Why am I getting double?
After the opening round of the season, down in 10th place overall. Morimoto behind the wheel making his GT World Series debut for Audi. The 2023 Manufacturers Cup champion overall result.
Don't worry, we will sort it.
World Series. GT World Series debut. Hiroshi Okamoto for Nissan, the 2023 Manufacturers Cup champion, World Series starter, a one-time winner as well. He'll be competing World Series.
Why is it so weird?
Hiroshi Okamoto for Nissan, a 13-time
Double.
Jiro Sasaki driver.
Why do this,
Mercedes AMG in his second full season in the GT World Series. The 23-year-old will be looking to charge forward through the field. Jun Hashima with Ferrari for the third year in succession as well. Ferrari second place after all was said and done in Milan. And finally, we meet the reigning Manufacturers Cup champions, this time with Takuma Sasaki at the helm. They won the championship last year, but also, crucially, won the opening round of the season.
Yeah, but it's behind now. I don't know why it's so behind.
Sasaki make it 2 wins from 2 events. Well, those are our 12 drivers who make their way on to the stage here in
Yeah, I don't know
Tokyo,
what's going wrong.
ready for racing action to begin. And now it is time then, our host nation here in
Crying
Japan.
out loud.
さあそれではですね、ここで開催国日本
I just want it to come out the TV. I don't think I've got 2 YouTube streams going, have I? Ding, 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 ding. No. This is bizarre. Just want to sort it. To be honest with you. Look, because if I do this, right, it doubles up. Weird. But we shall sort it. How you doing, Calstar? I kind of just want to sort. I don't even know.
Well, the national anthem of Japan plays out then here in
I'm a retired
Tokyo
pro.
ahead of round 2
Yeah, I'm
of the
ruined.
GT World Series. Well, the national anthem of Japan plays out then here in
double
Tokyo
still.
ahead of round 2
gold.
of the GT World Series. A reminder
Hang on.
of the manufacturers that are going to be lining up then on
Second.
the ready to be selected.
We will get to the bottom
From
race.
the 12 teams of 3 drivers with EMEA at round 1 in Milan. Of course, Asia Oceania here single race. 12 teams of 3 drivers. One in Milan, Asia Oceania here in Tokyo.
Yeah,
Then
of
we
course.
get to the Americas for round 3 in
The
Singapore.
format here really
All those
strong
regions
in
should be
every
coming
round.
together
Championship
for the World
format, of
Finals,
course.
crucially.
You tend to have to so the end of the series
here
really
really
still
strong
in
in every
every
round.
position. The championship
Going
format
forward.
right now. You tend to have
I'm really confused. Why is it like? Why is it doubling? Can anyone? Does anybody know? I'm using like a audio capture of.
And here are your nice little
Yeah, do it again.
Let's catch up then with Takuma Sasaki, the driver for Porsche.
Obviously, you're.
Let's catch
How
up
are
then
you
with
finding
Takuma
this so far?
Sasaki,
Like
the
coming to the
driver for
manufacturer's
Porsche.
driver. Obviously, you're.
ポルシェのドライバーに今回なって
How are you finding?
That's weird. Why is it doing this to me? Turn it off. That's what I literally just did. Use desktop audio only. Ah, that might be one. Hang on. We will sort this. Sound. Speakers. Yes. What's it doing? I don't think it's picking up a mic. Yeah, we'll get to the bottom of it. I have two voices. Oh, this is confusing. This is bizarre. Echo on the mic. Why? You're sending it to two different channels. You guys are cleverer than me. See, that shouldn't... Wow. Have I fallen down the well? Well, yes I have. Oh, this drives me mad. Rory with the auto-tune. Killed. Right, hang on. Let me sort it. Right. Why is it coming out there? So that should be... So am I double now? Is my mic double now? By the way. So I'm not double, but can you hear her? Watch this. So let's sort this, shall we? Whoa! I need to work this out. The sound is good. We're hearing you, but the audio is low. Okay. Right. But then when I do this, it doubles up. One sec. I'm getting double Jimmy. But then I don't get double Jimmy now. Oh, God. I just want to sort it. So it's this one, but then this one doubles up, right? So this one doubles up. Volume check on YouTube should be fine, look. But I can hear. But now it won't double, but now it's delayed, right? I'm just confused. But then if I turn off the first one, oh, I can hear myself. Is that gone now? Hope. Why is that picking me up? Right. Is that any better? I'm still getting a bit of like, what is going on? This is absolutely... Now I can hear myself. Can I hear this? I hate... So that's better. But now there's no stream audio, which is weird because I can hear it. How's this? Windows for Dummies, yeah. Why is this all... Bizarre.
Reminder, of course, that this will determine the start finish straight here at Fuji. A reminder, of course, that this will determine the general qualifying determine the order in which they went out. Now we know, or we're going to find out this grand final. What's going through your mind, Jimmy? Is they know you've only got one. So what's going through your mind, Jimmy? Is to be honest, they know you've only got one sort of real shot at this. To be honest, you really have to just empty your mind of all thoughts, because you can't think about what you have to do, empty your mind of all thoughts. You can't think about what you have to do, getting this done tonight. You can't think about maybe center yourself. Just remind yourself of all your breaking points. Remind yourself of all your just remind yourself of all your breaking points. Remind yourself of your car with every tires road, and really make these guys maximise, especially Rio de Coca here. He's been around. These guys, veteran. He's 27. Especially Rio de Coca here. He's been around. We say veteran. He's 27. Of course, he's been very old when you say that. Not in the Evo 1 just yet. I'm sure there'll be Mazda awaiting that upgrade. Not in the Evo 1 just yet. Still this RX Vision has been a bit of a stalwart for the last few years. Still this RX Vision has been a bit of a stalwart series of the last few years. Audibly knows by that lovely Rotary events, and of course audibly knows by that lovely Rotary and the latter. Yeah, it is a high-pitched noise, isn't it? It's very unique.
Why is it giving me like the click back? Right, I don't want to hear that. Right, I don't want to hear that either. Oh, this is a disaster. Disaster. I'm going to have to fix this. Well, I was hoping to share with you this, but for some reason, it's not having it. Oh, post mix and pre-mix to the same output. Who even knows? To be honest with you, mate, who even knows? We'll sort it. Unplug it and plug it back in. Looks like you're commentating. Well, thankfully, it's still, we've got 4 minutes to fix it. Like, why is it doing this? I just don't understand. Oh, well, it's it should be fine though, shouldn't it? I don't even know anymore. I'm literally breaking my entire setup here. I've got no idea. Unplug my mic, so I can't unplug it, can I? Can I watch it on my PlayStation? I wonder. Shall I turn it on and see? That would be easy. That would be easier, wouldn't it? Can you do that? I can watch it on my PlayStation. Oh, okay. Right, wait there then. How's this? Let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. then this horrible thing can go in the bin. I still don't know why I'm getting double. Are you getting double? It's not double now. Honestly. Honestly. Right. Where do I watch it? Where do I even watch it? Turn off monitoring mode. I don't even know if I've got monitoring mode on. So where do I go to? Ah, here we go. Oh. Is it not having it? Oh, here we go. Where there is a will, there is a way. EasyJet advert. Oh, for crying out loud. Can we skip this? How do I get rid of that?
Now, as we come into this last sector,
right. Okay, here we go.
The Porsche kind of known in real life and
I think we're finally okay with 1 minute to go. Quality. Let's crank that bad boy all the way up. I think we're good. I think we are good.
Goes to the top of the pole. That's a phenomenal end to the lap. About 0.2 of a second quicker than we saw from Hashima.
Right, how's that?
So it's all in that final sector.
Are we finally okay?
Just easy to rotate, not having the sort of weight over the front axle.
I can still actually hear myself double.
The BOP is anything like it is. IRL, the Porsche is a little bit slower on the straights and just great in the twisties. So that's probably where we saw him.
Perfect. I can still hear myself.
Last sector of anyone there. So very quick in that last technical sector. Now here comes Kodaka in the Huracan GT3 Lamborghini. Never really seemed to do well at these events, bless him. So hopefully we can see some decent results.
Let's move this away from here.
The top 6 qualifying. That is a good sign so far. Come to start finishing on his time.
I want this to be.
I say his time is good enough for second place. Oh my word, look how close it is right now. We've got less than 3 tenths separating all the time so far, with Moriyama last.
Disappear.
Yeah, just 13 thousandths of a second separating Sasaki and Kodaka. That Lamborghini's working really nicely here. So
cool. We're good. Turn desktop audio off. Don't screw with it. No, I can't help it. I've got to keep going. I have to find out why it did what it did and why I can hear myself in double.
And he does go to the top of the pile, the first and only driver into the 1 minute 37s in the first part of that qualifying session then. So amazing job
Here we go.
from Moriyama. Now we know where the top 6 are going to be lining up on the grid, and for the first time in 2026, it is
I have honestly never had that.
Be at the very head of the field for the first time. Great lap time.
Yeah, great run by Moriyama.
But the main thing is that you can't hear me twice.
Trend here that basically the rear engine cars and mid-engine cars are the cars to have.
Right, who we got?
Fuji,
Audi, Porsche, Lambo,
great that from him.
then Ferrari. So obviously the MR cars are helping. How you doing, Mystery Rob?
Absolutely, Moriyama then will make his way back.
Claude will help me.
Now time to just sort of exhale and breathe after that flying lap time. The final sector really was where he gained his time. First sector was pretty good. Second sector, it was all right, but he lost a bit actually. At the final
Perseverance is key. Right, let's go.
So amazing job. Here is the Fuji Speedway, and it's going to be a long race, this one. And we understand there could be some inclement weather on the way.
Inclement weather?
Well, it looks that way. I mean, it looks. You know, I think we're getting good at now identifying what water is on a circuit, but that will change the dynamic completely, of course, because you haven't got to think about your car. You've got to think about what tires you want to be in. You've got to think about the wet lines, etc. Here, of course, is one of those cars we saw going around earlier, the Toyota GR Super Racing Concept 2018. Been with us for a while now. This car.
Sean, thank you for the 69 months, mate. Let's go.
A little bit in that middle sector, and to be honest, the wet weather is only going to exaggerate that. However, we said, as you said earlier on, the flip side of that,
Right,
is they're gonna
how's
be
that?
stable,
No,
so
that
maybe
hasn't
a bit
changed
more
anything.
confidence in places, maybe a bit easier to handle, whereas some of those rear-engine cars, mid-engine cars, are going to be a bit more sketchy.
Reminder of the action then for
Bizarre.
the grand final of the
Absolutely bizarre.
once again,
Yeah, that's broadband.
soft, intermediate and heavy wet tyres available over the course of a 27 lap duration. So this is going to be really exciting.
Hopefully
The way it
that's
comes down
okay.
At different points, it's a case of how you play that strategy. If
27
you're on the
laps.
dry tyres at that point, do you go onto the intermediates, do you go onto the heavy wets? It depends.
Thank
on the
you,
rain intensity. If
Alphas.
it dries up subsequently later on in the race, there's going to be, I think, a fair bit of gambling going on here, and you're probably going to get some drivers that will be delighted and others who'll be disappointed. A reminder though of the grid for the grand final then. So Moriyama for Audi will line up on pole position with Sasaki alongside then Kadaka for Lamborghini.
I'm still
Nishida
beavering
for
away,
Ferrari,
working
Mazda's
through his
Stockman,
Hackney
and then
Matt.
it is Toyota's Morimoto.
Thank you,
That's the top
mate.
six, and then of course behind that, the
Right,
drivers
let's
who
go.
qualified in the general session earlier on today. Nebatani for Subaru, Okamoto for Nissan. Kawasaki
Where there is a
for
will,
Lexus, and
there
then
is a
Suzuki
way,
for
and I
BMW.
will sort
Sasaki
this.
for AMG, and then Danny Nichols down there
Yoda!
in
Thank you for
12th
the
place
10
for
gifted!
the
Guys,
Volkswagen
can we
team.
please all chuck up our ears for Yoda? Thank you, mate! This is the
Drivers are
weirdest
themselves
thing,
in place and ready.
listening
What do
to
you think we should be
myself
expecting and looking for in this one, Jimmy?
in
I mean, it's just
my
gonna be about whether
own
it's one of the best
ear.
drivers.
Well, we are
That is gonna be
almost
in a
ready
good
to kick
position
off
to
this
take the
grand
win
final.
today.
PDI and audience, you ready for some racing?
Right.
We're ready for some racing. Let's get round 2 of the Manufacturers' Cup underway.
Here we go. Oh yeah, we need to get rid of that. Well done. Done. There we go. I don't know if there's a monitor feature. It's really weird.
Action about to begin in the Manufacturers' Cup for round 2 of the Gran Turismo World Series here in Tokyo. The Fuji International Speedway, weather is on the way, and look at that, it's already arrived before the start of the race. What is going to happen when the drivers head down towards the first corner, but crucially when the checkered flag will fall in 27 laps time. Well, the debutant on pole.
Right, let's go.
With Sota Moriyama for Audi. Alongside him on the front row of the grid, reigning Manufacturers' Cup champion Sasaki behind the wheel for this event. Lamborghini's Kadaka heads row 2, and he has got Ferrari's Jun Hashima alongside for company. Row 3, Mazda and Ryota Kokubun. Next up, it is Toyota and Morimoto. Let's see whether these front-engine cars...
You should be able to hear me now.
...be recommended in these wet conditions. Nebatani for Subaru's P7. P8 is Okamoto for Nissan. And then Lexus with Kanata Kawakami in 9th position. BMW's Sai Suzuki completes the top 10. Just outside of it is Mercedes-AMG with Sasaki. And then Danny Wigneswaran for the Volkswagen team lining up in P12. So then the rain
Thank you,
is coming
Doc.
down.
Thank you for the
It's,
5,
well, as you
mate.
can see,
Let's
some
go.
resulted for intermediates, the
Oh,
majority
they've
of the
actually
field, but some there
they've
opted
actually
for wet.
changed,
What do you
haven't they?
reckon?
Yeah,
So
I think
some
it's
are on
the front period
inters,
or one of the lower
some
down
are on
cars,
wets.
Okamoto, the
I
leader
guess it's the later
of the cars
guys who
have
are
opted for that wet compound
who are going to be
tyre, because
gambling.
if you just stay on the inters, you're not really going to have any sort of. Usually it's 1 a turn for the first lap or so because of this rolling start. But you have a long run down now to T1. A good place to maybe make a move. You're feeling brave, but also a very good place to.
As stressful as a real race, yes.
If you're a bit too brave, but that's up for our drivers to decide.
Well, the question is, of course, does it continue to rain? If it does continue to rain, when do you change over onto the wet tyre? If it dries up, when do you change over?
Big
onto
G,
the dry tyre?
thank you
Of
for the
course, nothing to
13
say
months,
that the
mate. A
rain
great
can't
13
return
months, many more to
later
go.
on
I've got
in the
international
race as
watching
well.
from
It's gonna be
Bulgaria.
absolutely crucial
Thank
to
you,
make
Big
sure
G.
you get
Let's
that timing right,
go.
and that could be the
What would
difference
you
between
have
winning it
gone?
or
Wets
winning it. A reminder, of course, that in the standings
or
at the moment,
inters?
Porsche
I think
leading from
inters,
Ferrari, and then
to be
Mercedes
honest.
AMG. Right then, let's go racing as Moriyama will lead the field across the line, and as we head down towards the first corner, picking your braking point is so difficult.
That
in the
looks
dry
horrendous.
conditions here at Fuji, even more so in the wet. Moriyama then is the first driver to accept those conditions and head on the brakes, and he runs it a bit deep. That might allow
Oh,
Sasaki
someone's
to go
chucked it
alongside
already.
him, and it does. Sasaki then in the Porsche, challenging on the exit of turn 1.
That
Blasting
Porsche will
through
be good
turn 2
here
in the
because
Porsche,
the engine's
and
right at the
Moriyama
back.
gonna be able to fight back and challenge
So
that
they'll be
race
good
lead
on the
once more.
power.
Keep an eye out for Kadaka there in the background in 3rd place, and Sasaki has got it held off there as it's under investigation down at T1, so clearly there's been some other incidents.
I mean, look at the inputs here. Look, you can see in the bottom right the inputs. Really, really interesting how they do that.
One just running a little bit wide and losing that spot. Here's Kodaka on board. Oh, well, welcome that is to Moriyama to these live events. A little bit of contact there as we now
bit of contact.
Chicane for the first time. This gives Sasaki a little bit of breathing room at the front. He's going to like that down to the first chicane.
This is going to be a long race. 27 laps.
However, if you're Moriyama, you have Kodaka and Hashima behind, so we all break down there. Everyone gets through seemingly.
Thank you, Carl.
The first lap. As we now come through to the last sector, this is where we're really going to see the.
Yeah, I would have been off long ago, Mystery Rob. Long ago, mate.
And it looks like, Tom, just looking from the timing, so the intermediate tyre is the tyre to be on. These wet tyres not getting off to a good start, maybe not quite getting temperature in them at the moment.
Yeah, fair bit of standing water out there on the track, as you can see right now. The windscreen wiper is still going, which indicates that there is rain falling of some intensity, but not necessarily a hugely heavy one. So, as you say, those wet tyres, they're probably going to offer a little bit more grip in the
afternoon
stages,
snooze after lap 5.
The surface of them if there isn't the water to clear them. But you can see, look, nose to tail as they exit out of the final turn, and they'll head across at the timing line. So Sasaki it is that leads for Porsche.
I'm still beavering away to work this out.
Then it is Kodaka for the Lamborghini team. We're on board here with Jun Hashima, who's got a view of those top 3 in front of him, and let's see how effective the slipstream will be here in this Ferrari 296 as well. Down the start-finish straight we go. Hashima there lifting and feathering on the throttle as we head in towards turn 1.
I'm confused, sir. I would have sent her around the outside, you know. You gotta get spicy in these ones. But of course, Hashima, like many other drivers, said this isn't their first rodeo. They sort of know how these races go and how the story of the race continues. So here's a replay of T1.
Let's have a look at what happened in turn number 1.
Just saw. And here, no, this is.
I have no idea. How you doing, Dave McGee? I've got no idea if Moser are going to get the Paley session license. No idea.
Incident we were talking about, because nothing happened there.
No, I think it must have been further back, an incident that unfolded there, because we saw it was under investigation. But as such, no action as we can see for the time being here.
Does the rain look heavier to you, Tom?
It could possibly be coming down a little bit heavier, couldn't it?
I mean, that's of course very important this race. So I did see a couple of bright spots now. It seemed the clouds have moved in slightly as we're on board with Kokubun, and that of course will then hand the conditions over to those on the wet compound of tyres. So we'll keep an eye on that as the race develops. Kokubun, again,
I'm behind you.
Time occupant of a seat here in
the
World Series here. Knows his way around a track or two, and of course hanging on to the back now of this top 5 in the Mazda RX Vision. Honda, I mean, that is the lead front engine car at the moment. You can just see in front everyone having that strong.
Right, how's that? That may well double.
That last corner there, just the tyre not quite gripping through the water. And you must think, I think it is getting a little bit more tricky for them out there. We'll keep an eye on lap times and just see which way they're going.
Yeah, keep an eye out for the wet job runners of Okamoto, Kawakami and Vigneswaran as well, because those 3 drivers started on the wet tyre, took a gamble further down the order, and they may start ascending through the field. It's still pretty tightly knit across the split at the moment, about 8 seconds or so.
Sorry, I'm still trying to work this out.
After just a few laps. So looking here at Moriyama, on board with the former race leader, making his debut in the GT World Series, just 18 years of age he is.
Right, how does that work? No, that's still going.
Off the brakes, on the brakes, off the brakes, just trying to get that car stopped as best he can. Slightly deep down at turn 1, but there often is a little bit more grip actually on the outside of that first corner, and I definitely think the rain is coming down as a heavier intensity, and this is where we might see.
Did I vote for anyone? No.
To come to the fore here.
I did not.
He's just watching the gaps there, a little bit closer to Nimitani in front in the Subaru. Lap time wise, they all sort of did the same lap time.
It's weird, you know.
That will change
very weird.
This time around. You can now start seeing the reflections there, and this is where it gets very tricky as a driver.
Hey, doing LVP? I am getting used to it though, so we'll be fine. We'll have to be. So at the moment, it doesn't look like the wets are actually paying off. The wet drivers are 8th, 9th, and 12th.
Drivers in the world. Now, of course, as I was saying, these intermediate tyres, they were in their window, and now they're starting to fall out of that window. The water's getting a little bit too much for the intermediate tread to clear. You see Moriyama there, even with traction control enabled, wiggling, trying to get the car out of the corner. Okamoto starting to move up the field now.
Yeah, just to give you an idea as well, Kawakami, he was fastest in the first and the second sector on this lap alone. So he's down in, what is he at the moment, 9th place, Kawakami in that Lexus. And he was about half a second quicker in the first sector than anybody else on the intermediate tyres.
Yeah, willing to wager that a driver from Japan. They all rather Japanese, aren't they? Well, of the APAC region anyway. For me, just turn my voice down about 20%. That can be done. Or what I can do is I can turn up
of the difference between those on inters and those on the wet compound of tyres. So we see with Kokubun there, we're in the slipstream, the draft of the car in front, to try and lower the air resistance in front of us and get a bit of a...
Just honestly, I don't know why it's doing this.
150.1 from Sasaki. Let's wait for Okimo to come through now. And he
Who
does
knows?
a 149.6. So, and we have Sasaki, who's it? It was Kawakami at 149.4. So, they are the fastest runners on track right now, the wet runners.
But also to give you an idea as well, we were 147s at the start of this race.
Any
So we're 2 seconds
plans
slower
to
than that as a result of
do...
conditions
Race
worsening.
audio's a little low. Here we
I
go.
have to say, there is a slight look of a break in the clouds in the distance as well.
How's
So
that?
keep an eye on
Is
now.
that better?
Here's Tani, we're on board with him. 7th place is right on the back of Morimoto. He's going to biff into the back of him, isn't he, down at T1. So that's an incident that's unfolding there in the first couple of laps. And Nebatani may incur the wrath of the stewards as a result
Perfect.
of that. He
Great.
didn't gain the place, did he?
I'm hoping to go to Singapore.
Yeah, not ideal in terms of
I'm hoping
hitting
to.
your braking point and avoiding contact.
Yeah, we call that one an open lobby lunge.
Right, so they've
There, but
not
the
worried
car
about that first
slowed
corner
down. This
incident.
is another part as well, is that braking distances are lengthened in these conditions, and sometimes it catches out a driver, especially if you're offline as well. Although, truthfully, really,
Thank you,
these guys
Arlen.
should be now searching for the grip. You find that the dry line in wet conditions becomes super slick because all the rubber.
I might actually just ask Claude by
slick tyres, and usually you have to try and explore the circuit. You see it going a very wide entry there.
By
just to
doubling
make
up.
sure you can actually,
Let me just have a
find
look.
little bit of grip on tarmac. So here's Morimoto. He's currently an intermediate tyre, having been passed by Okimoto in the Nissan. He's making his way up
See,
the
it
grid.
shouldn't
Have to
be doing
Here
anything.
comes Kawakami as well, also on that wet compounder tyre. And you can see, there's seen a difference here for the last corner. Morimoto's got the line, but Kawakami is able just to drive it all the way around the outside. Can he keep it there or not? He can. Gets the draft, the run as
Right,
well.
the wet's on the
That is
move.
the difference now
Oh,
in
the
tyre
Rets
compounds
are
between the two.
on the
wet
move.
ones are now a real threat to
I've
those
just
who come
asked
in.
Claude
Well,
after
the thing is
sending
that
me a
if you start
thing
on
here.
wet tyres, you're gonna, in theory, owe a pit stop
I'm watching
less
on the
than
TV,
2
and when you
seconds
speak, it's
to
mental
qualify.
loud.
So that could
Well, you should.
really
I
compromise
think you should
the
turn it down, then, mate.
races. It depends, though, as we said.
Sorry
on
if I'm
what
too
happens in terms
loud.
of conditions and how these drivers are going to play it. Look at Morimoto then returning the favour here on Kawakami down the start-finish straight. Can he get the move done on the outside? Kawakami parks the car on the apex and manages to hold the line as we see a bit of a hip and shoulder.
No
between
worries,
Sasaki
Lars.
and
To be
Suzuki.
honest,
There
it's
we
been
go.
a bit of a
Time to turn about
disaster
half
so
a lap
far.
or so ago,
I can't
and
seem
they
to
still
work
continue
out
to do
what
that
is
at
going
the
on.
start of lap 5.
I'm getting double
then, yeah.
in my
Lap 5.
headphones,
Seemingly
and it's
worsening here at the
incredibly
Fuji International Speedway.
distracting. I don't know how you listen to one of me, let alone two.
Kawakami, of course, on that faster wet compounder tyre, just drives it into the corner. Nice. He can just do it, drive it in deeper, make sure he can just keep the car there, and then takes the long way around. Seldom use this line, of course, because it's a lot longer distance, but using
Right, Claude reckons it's found it.
Using the wet compounder tyre and just drives by.
How's that?
Standing still.
Yeah, amazing job.
Is that better, or is that
Kawakami
off?
then. Let's see what he's going to be able to do for the remainder.
Oh, no, I want
of this race.
monitoring
Currently
on.
Up into 7th place at the moment is the Japanese
How's
driver
that now?
behind the wheel
No,
of the
that's
Lexus.
monitoring
So Suzuki,
too.
Sasaki rather is that leads.
Hopefully
as it stands
that's
now, about
okay.
0.8 of a second in front of your former
Yours
pole
is
sitter,
frozen.
Moriyama. The gap
Crikey.
between those two has been relatively stable since.
Yeah,
he won
Hoggy, I've
on the opening lap of the
absolutely
race.
got no
Takaki and
idea.
Hashima haven't moved anywhere from where they
OBS
started
audio.
on the grid. The gap though between
Mate,
the likes of
I've got
Kokuma
no
and
idea.
Okamoto has now shrunk down.
No
It's about
idea.
0.3 of a second between those two drivers, and you'd imagine you're going to start to see the Nissan putting a challenge on the top 5 here before too long.
We say that, I think the rain stopped, Tom, or at least as the intensity has quietened down a little bit. We haven't really got our radar that we usually have here, so it's just taking a guess based on what we're seeing here. But it looks a little bit brighter in some places. Doesn't look like the rain is coming down as hard. We can get a look at the lap time to see what we've got here.
Venom,
Yeah, bright
thank
in
you for the
background
5.
there.
Good
Okamoto
morning, Rory. I
does
saw the
set the
video of
fastest
when you
time of
when
the
you turn
top,
full time. I got a bit
position,
emotional because
so
I've come a long way.
in
Oh,
come
thank
back
you,
to
mate.
Italy.
See you Monday.
Yeah, it's a case of
Guys, we've been
sort of
chucking our
working
money
out
back
the
for Venom.
best
Thank
strategy for these
you.
drivers. Nebatani, they're having
If
a look on the
recording
inside. Sasaki
OBS
runs at a
set
bit
to
deep, and that's
monitor
opened the door here
off.
for Suzuki to go through, 2 for the price of 1.
I mean, I
in the
don't even know,
BMWs. They've all
guys.
got a bit sort of confused really
Recording.
down at that first corner, and the doors open.
Yeah,
to
it's
see
all off.
party, quite literally for Suzuki, but yeah, definitely getting brighter out there on the racetrack at the moment between these runners, and you wonder
Just
again
bizarre.
whether those intermediate tyres are going to start to fall
So I'm
back
getting
in
it through
their
my-
favour. Just looking at the lap time.
Your
still
stream
wet
is 2
drivers,
laps in
wet
the
short
future.
drivers of Okamoto
Let's have a
and
look.
Kawakami were a little bit faster.
Well, hopefully mine isn't.
Last time around in some parts of the lap, but the intermediate runners again relatively similar in terms of pace, all in the low 1:49 for pretty much the entire field here.
Yeah, so it's all bunching up. I mean, There'll be a tyre stop at some point, I'm sure. I say it was getting better, but it's hard to tell with this spray here. From this camera, it looks like maybe the bottom half of the circuit is still...
It's so annoying. I want to be concentrating on the race, but I can't seem to fix this blooming thing.
Not necessarily the other. So trying to get things right from that, plus driving against the best drivers in the world, is a little bit of a challenge for our GT superstars. But there, for a Higgins-looking motor having a go now at Kokuben. Again, that wet tyre does still seem to be the tyre to be on. Let's see what sort of punch he gets out of the last
thing is, though, if it dries,
GT
the inters will be much, much better.
The slipstream now. And back in the day, this car used to be a bit of a rocket in a straight line. Not really sure how it's balanced here in the game, but we know that Mazda isn't slow either. In the draft, then is Okamoto, another driver that knows his way
Have
around
I?
these GT World
No,
Series
it's still
events.
it.
Doesn't seem to be gaining that quickly.
Yeah, it's weird, Hoggy. Go to
Runs here
advanced
into T1
audio
with
to
Fred
check
looks to
if
the
your
outside,
headphone
maybe
is
no,
on
still there,
monitor
that was the
off.
inside. Goes inside. Can you get the car slowed down? Kokuben holding around the outside.
Mate, I've got
and
no
Freddie
idea.
Goes up into 5th position there. Nice move from Okamoto. He just seems to have a bit more grip on those tyres right now. Better braking potential, better exit, stuff like that. And up to 5th. So up 3 places from his starting position.
So interesting.
So basically, Gabriel, what they do is each driver is selected by region. So you get, for a manufacturer, you get one from the Americas, one from Europe, and one from APAC and Australia. And then they get assigned. So it makes sense for the APAC region to compete in Japan, the European region to compete in Europe, and Americas if they go to America. So it's just a geological thing, geological thing.
As a result of that, the problem is the lines sort of merge going through there.
You think the headphone jack? Should I pull the headphone in?
Suzuki deemed as the guilty party.
One sec.
Fine.
Let
There
me
was
try
contact,
that.
of course, it's non-contact sport racing, as they keep telling us, but that was fine. Inconsequential.
Hopefully,
is okay.
hopefully. Oh no.
Zach, as you say, I mean, the gap
Oh
is
no.
sort
Oh no,
of,
it's back now.
rubber banding a little bit, but I don't think
I was
he's really
about to
getting away
say,
from Mario.
I
Of
think it
course,
was
Mario,
fine.
his debut event.
The only
First
thing
time on
I've
these
changed
events, doing
is...
incredibly well so far. Second place
try something.
in that Audi. I'll remind you, last time out, Kylian Drummond could only manage 6th place at Milan in the Audi. So to come to your first event here and perform so well under pressure in difficult conditions in front of an audience as well, of course, the PJ office is incredibly impressive. So are we going to be seeing...
I wonder how that is. Is that going to give me double again?
I didn't think so. It's a bit early. But,
Is that giving me... Yeah, it's still giving me double.
Break that toe, make things difficult for Moriyama, who is
Just
gaining a little
still
bit of
give me
strength, but
double.
we are too far back for a move, unless he's feeling very brave. Channeling Mr. Verstappen, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mute the race feed.
This is his first year of competition.
I might have
in
to.
the GT World Series. He's a very experienced driver as part of the Gran Turismo family. He's been competing in the under-18s online championships, raced in HRC as well over.
He was said HMRC. You want none of that.
He's in a lighter intensity, and in the distance as it's coming through quite quickly, I think it's going to stop before too long here. So this is going to be pretty critical in terms of how long they can hang on to the intermediate or indeed the wet tyres before they have to make a pit stop. You'd imagine that for the wet shop runners, Okamoto, Kawakami and Wigglesworth, they're going to have to pit sooner because obviously the tyres are going to start overheating if the track dries out.
That's where it gets difficult now for these wet guys, is because they have a good tyre now, but it will start...
Yeah, I can hear myself, Krampus. Yep.
Maybe earlier than they
Which
were
is
going to
really
as well,
annoying,
which is making it
to be honest.
Very tricky indeed. Kawakami looking at Kokuben, trying to go around the outside there, as this wet tyre is still usable right now, but you have to think he's not got many laps left. Also likes on the radar there.
Is there a GT7 update soon? There should be.
We love you, GT drivers.
Have some rain.
Here's some rain. Finished.
Yeah, Kawakami, you can see the first couple of sectors looking pretty strong through there, but this sort of final sector now. And the thing is as well, imagine that obviously it stops raining. The track's going to dry up pretty quickly. You would figure it out as well here. And you can see visibly how much the rain has stopped now. The windscreen wipers are off. There's a little bit less standing water on the racing line already.
You have to think all this spray is the water being displaced.
Yeah, Jim was doing commentary. Right, guys, I'm actually going to come back in a minute. Let me fix this, and then I will come back, because this is an utter disaster, and I can't be dealing with it. So I'll be back in 5 minutes. Sit tight.
Of this dry line, and that's where it becomes very, very difficult, especially down